Okay. Ooh. The sun gives a really interesting halo effect. And my face is not super visible, but that's okay. So I am going to look at the PySpark. Let's try shifting this around and see if any more visible this way. PySpark on Kubernetes support PR today. It's been something that we've looked at on and off again for a while. I'm going to go ahead and play around with my sound settings for just a second before we get started. It's pretty sunny where I am, which is a pleasant surprise for London. And there we go. The sound should be a little bit louder for folks and hopefully easier to understand. And so yeah, going to explore the PySpark on Kubernetes PR really quickly and sort of just see how it's coming along. I think last we talked, there'd been a little bit of discussion on the mailing list on what was required to get it ready to merge, and I think it can now merge cleanly against master again, so we can go and take another look at it and sort of see how we're doing. I'm just gonna quickly check on the little thing that I use here to follow the chat. Sorry for playing with my nose ring. There we go. Looks like that's good. So let's get this started. So switch to live. Whoop. And I actually updated the chat message before. Or not chat, the what we're working on banner. So hopefully this time it'll be correct. And we're going to go ahead and pull up this PR. It's going to be a little slow just because I'm up on the roof today. And so we can see if we go down here to the bottom, AppVeyor build failed, but that's probably stuff. Not super concerned about it. The part that I am is more that it has no conflicts with base, and that's really what I was looking for. So with that, hopefully mouse is happy again. We can see basic test passed 7 days ago. So I just, it's been a week. I haven't, oh, no, keep the thumbs up. Haven't had a chance to look at it for the week. So let's go in. Actually, let's go in and just look at the diff again. That's just a good thing to do. I mean, this PR is from April. It's now getting closer to the May, which is definitely a long time, but especially considering that this has been developed for a long time outside of the context of this PR. But I'm really excited to see where we're going. The Docker file is something we've gone through many times. I'm not expecting to see any changes there. This part, yeah, we already resolved it. That's good. Kubernetes PySpark files. Yeah. String config internal. Optional. Right, and this is one of the things which I've been very excited about ever since this PR started. Actually, even before the PR started, I talked with the author a little bit about having a different default value for non-JVM jobs, and so I'm really always excited to see that there. Python version is either 2 or 3. Interesting. like at some point I could see someone wanting to specify like a more specific version number. Also, a string configuration for what is two integer values is interesting. So let's actually, I'm gonna just hang my microphone around me like this so that hopefully I don't have to keep holding it. Let's go and find where this is used. And with PySpark. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are the tests. That's more or less. Yeah. Yeah. PySpark Python version, and then it sets the Python version to something under the hood, more specific. I want to see if this is a parameter which we use elsewhere. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. So let's go back in here. And of course, feel free to ask questions if you're so inclined. grep-r. We'll check core src. Yeah. No, coming up empty. So yeah, I guess this is minor. Okay, yeah. This is minor, but I have a few questions. How's this element of the config? It's not an internal value, right? Let's double check that. Yeah. Do we... first off, if this is going to be major version only, let's call it something like major Python version, e.g. Python, many Python 2 and Python 3s exist. Other one in the future. Yeah, actually that's really it. Let's go ahead and press start review. So that's one comment down and a few more to go. Let's make sure that this is still within reach. Okay. Yeah, excited to see that go away. Don't really care about these imports all that much. Roll and yeah, Spark files, sequence of strings. It's fine. Kubernetes conf. Yeah, the split comma thing. We talked about it, or I think I talk about it elsewhere. I don't really particularly love it, but it makes sense given that it's what we do everywhere else in the code, so that's fine. The functions of this outer match. Okay, yeah. Like the comment is here. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was talking about, the split, is that it feels kind of weird that we have this split comma thing kind of everywhere. Maybe we should not just split on commas. I don't know. I don't think too many files would need to have a comma in their name, but then again, you know, there's a reason that most things have escape characters, is because what I think and what reality brings me is never really the same thing. Okay. These imports, roughly the same. Okay, this is, again, I think, is this it? I think we've seen this in a few places, and it's just, does this, oh no, this is different. Memory overhead factor, get or else. 0.1. Yeah, times driver memory mag. Yeah. Let's. Okay, so the thing here is, I think we should factor this into common logic. Oh, here we go. Follow up is. Yeah, I mean. Okay. Yeah, so the multiple, yes, but since we have two instances of this magic 0.1 constant, I'd rather have it shared somewhere in case we go to update this in the future and don't get everywhere. Could also be a shared constant if we want instead, rather than getter for memory overhead factor. Either way, keeps us honest. And more or less, this is just in the future. I suspect we might want to change this, especially Spark 3. And there's a good chance that whoever comes to change this in Spark 3 will not be a PySpark person, and they might not realize that they have to do this in multiple places. Or actually, sorry, more accurately, that they might not be one of the Kubernetes people, they might be one of the Yarn people. And we might have agreed to upgrade it to 0.2 everywhere, or some smaller number too. And so then it would just be good if it was somewhere consistent. Because with the get default configuration that we had before, it was somewhere consistent, but now it's maybe a little bit more difficult for people to figure out. And so that's always just a thing to keep in mind. So let's keep going. Let's go back up, and so we can continue from that point. No. What did I do? I don't... Chrome decided to help me, but I didn't want it to help me. Okay, yeah, I think this is where I was before. Oh, they were not exactly far from each other. That's fine. Java driver feature step. I've skipped over this in pretty much most of the reviews, but we're getting pretty close. Maybe it's time to stop skipping over this. Maybe it's still time to skip over this. This is the Java part specifically. Yeah, let's focus on the Python part and hope the Java people are on their toes. Yeah. Yeah. Do we do this elsewhere? I am curious. How many places do I do a split followed by an MK string? In core. let's go grab our... I don't know. Sorry, I'm just... Huh. Looks like we might actually have this in utils. Utils.scala. Let's go take a look at utils.scala. Which utils is it? It's going to be utils.scala inside of util. That's very imaginative naming on our part. Okay. MK string. Format a sequence file with semantics similar to calling MK string. Not what I want. Not what I want. And not what I want. Okay. Okay, let's see. Wait. Oh, is it not quite what I want? .mk string. Oh, no. Okay, that's actually, I thought that was a colon, but it's actually a comma. So that's fine. Yeah, so this is resolve URIs. Oh, interesting. What happens if we give it an empty file? Huh. I imagine Python path is resilient to that. That's interesting. Actually, I wonder, let's try gripping mk string. Do we do this in other places? Okay. No. Core src. This is mostly just proof that I really need to get better development tools. Yeah, it doesn't look like we actually do this anywhere else. So that's fine. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's keep going. Although I do wonder how this handles empty files. No, that should be fine. Kubernetes utils, resolve. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that will have actually probably already stripped out the empty files from the resolver. So we're good. And even if we didn't, the Python path should be fine. So that's good. Yeah. This is more or less what we expected to see here. We're getting really close. Non-JVM resource. Yeah, right now it's just Python, but in the future we'll also have R extend that, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, what's this? Base features here. Yeah. Okay, that looks fine. Kubernetes conf suite. Okay, these are the tests. The tests are pretty solid for unit tests. The last time we looked at this, they already covered a fair amount of stuff. The stuff which I was most worried about is that we're really don't have any tests for the two files situation, especially given how long it took us to make that work. Doesn't unfortunately belong in the unit tests, belongs in integration tests. That's weird. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, this is good. Yeah, these tests these are just changing some of the base stuff, Java, feature suite, Python driver, setup suite. I mean, yeah, these are things that we've looked at before. We see these are the expected PySpark files. That makes sense. I am... Interesting. Py files, expected PySpark files. But then, do we actually use those? Here, we make a Spark conf, and the Spark files are local example.py, local main.py. Yeah. Damn it, I didn't want to go back to the top. I wanted to look at where we were. Yeah, here we go. Okay, Kubernetes, PySpark, PyFiles, main resource. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. It's a little hard to see with all the sun, so not perfect, especially I probably need to clear my screen, like physically. It's got a lot of dust on it from traveling. Yeah, the Java step, don't really care about that one. Or, not don't really care, but that's other people's main concern. Yeah, Docker file, once again, something that we've looked at a fair amount. This one, still a thing. Because right now, we're only installing setup tools. Okay, yeah, we'll just do a little ping. Ping. Just so that we have setup tools in both. For consistency, because either we need it or we don't. That's fine. So wait, is this defaulting PyV3? What? Okay, wait. PyV3. Okay, wait. Okay. Can we? Okay, wait. Wait. So this is the entry point. Okay. Export Python version PyV3 or 7. Wait. Okay. I am a little bit confused about the default values here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just not seeing this. I don't... Wait. Maybe I'm getting the syntax wrong here. Let's check this. Because that's relatively simple to check, and my bash scripting is kind of not great. Echo. Okay. That is not what I thought it was. I thought this was a default value situation, but that's not it. So that's great. Let's run this, double check that this does what it's supposed to do, and do. Cool. That's great. Okay. Cool. So this looks pretty solid. My guess is that the integration test that we still want isn't there. But let's go ahead, find the integration tests, and take a look and see if the integration test that we want has been added. So let's go in, files changed, Kubernetes suite, run PySpark on Simple Pi. Ooh, that's trippy. My computer's having a good day. And by good day, I mean, I don't know if y'all are seeing the interesting drawing artifacts that are happening on my screen. Cool. Are they showing up in OBS or just for me? I can't look at OBS and see the artifacts at the same time because they look like they're from Chrome or something? I don't know. What happens if I scroll with my mouse? Oh, still get it. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all get to see these fun artifacts. I have no idea what the fuck they are. That makes code reviews kind of hard. Let's reload it. That just gave me a different pattern. Damn it. Okay. Today is I drank coffee for the afternoon, so I'd be awake. I mean, if they stick to the top, we're fine, but if they get jumping down again, we're kind of screwed. Okay. Yeah, so, regardless, I think this is a really good sign that it's time for me to stop the code review and probably figure out what's going on with my laptop. We don't have everything that we want just yet. We're getting really close though. So I'll go ahead, go into files changed, go into files changed. Getting close. Still integration test for multiple file handling, for multiple Python file handling would be great. Let me know if you need a hand with that. Let me replace need with want, because then this way it's more like, not that you need it, but if you want a hand, then, you know, I'm around because I'd really like to see this happen. Cool. Yep. And yeah, so that's good. It's, yeah, it's been about 30 minutes on the nose. I'm going to call it a day, unless anyone has any particular questions, but it doesn't look like it. Seems like doing my reviews in European time zones results in kind of a quiet time. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go find somewhere that sells food. Because I like food. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. As a reminder, this week I will be at StrataConf and Jay on the Beach. And shortly after that, I will be at Spark Summit. And I hope to see you at one of those. So London, go and schedule. Rachel and I will be talking tomorrow in the last slot at 5:25. If you happen to be at Jay on the Beach, I will be on Friday in not quite the last slot, but the second last slot, and I'd love to see you there. It's at 4:40, and you know, if you just want an excuse to go, it's on a beach, so it's probably better than most of the venues that I get to spend my time at. And then coming up not too far in the future, Spark Summit early June. Myself and Brian will be giving a talk together, and I'll be giving a talk on my own as well. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm gonna go try and find some food.